We welcome you to Waco on this Friday evening for baseball on the Brazos. Aidan, Pham, and Jeffrey Cohen with you in this Big 12 matchup between the Houston Cougars, who come in at 16-12, facing the Baylor Bears 20-8, coming off a big Tuesday night win, a walk-off from Travis Sanders. And Jeffrey, the Bears, a good start to this season, but a big part of that has been some of the young guys in this lineup, huh?
Yeah, particularly, as you said, Travis Sanders with that walk-off on Tuesday. Him and Pearson Reebok, they've both been doing absolutely fantastic this year, both hitting well over 300, and they've just been making a real difference and adding a lot of depth to this lineup. And it's just really exciting, to see this program really start to get around and get some much more depth in that lineup.
Yeah, good start to the season for the Bears, coming in at 20-8, 4-5 in Big 12 play. A trip to Arizona last weekend, who won the series 2-1, looking for another successful weekend in Big 12 play.
Yeah, for sure, coming in with a better record than the Cougars. I mean, not the best weather. We're expecting a lot of rain in the next few hours, but cold and windy right now. But, the Bears are looking just to keep the momentum going. Obviously, it was a rough start to conference play, tough series against Kansas and K-State, but they really started to turn around big momentum shift with that series in Tucson, being the then 23rd ranked Arizona Wildcats. But yeah, it's just really exciting to see what these guys can do, and there's just been such a big jump from last year on both sides. The lineup's been so good, and even pitching, that was one of the Bears' biggest issues last year. They've just excelled and have just made that big jump this year.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at the batting lineup for the Houston Cougars. Leading off is Malachi Lott, the senior in left field. Xavier Perez, the first baseman, bats second, followed by Trey Broussard in center field. Aaron Lugo, the senior second baseman, bats cleanup. Kenneth Jimenez, Cade Climby, and Evan Hager, 5, 6, 7, followed by Tyler Cox, the junior shortstop, and Riley Jackson, the sophomore catcher, to round out the lineup. And for the Baylor defensive alignment, I'll toss it over to my broadcast partner, Jeffrey Cohen.
Yeah. For the Bears on defense, right behind the dish, we got J.J. Kennett at first, Jack Little, and Travis Sanders at second. On the left side, we have Tyreek Kemp at short and Pearson Reebok at third. And then outfield from left to right, we have Wesley Jordan, Ty Johnson, Enzo Apodaca, and Ethan Calder on the bump.
First pitch from Calder is a high fly ball that curves foul along the third base line, and we're set underway here in Waco. 0-1 the count against Malachi Lott, senior in left field, batting 188 this year. Left-handed batter gets his day started facing the lefty Ethan Calder, who kicks and deals and low and away on the breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike against Lott. A cloudy day at the Baylor Ballpark. 65 degrees at first pitch as Calder kicks and deals, and the home plate umpire, Christopher Griffith, says that Lott went 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Cloudy skies, 65 degrees at first pitch, and like Jeffrey, you said, some rain expected tonight as the 1-2 pitch from Ethan Calder outside.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That looked like a really good pitch right there. It looked like it just got the edge of the zone, but home plate umpire said not so fast.
Lott waves that silver bat next to his red helmet, who takes a cut at it, but it bounces foul along the first base line towards the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes against Malachi Lott. 3 homers and 8 RBIs on the year. Calder strides and deals, and this one chopped back and foul again.
Yeah, for a guy like Malachi Lott, he's playing left field today, but he's had a couple of pitching appearances this year. He's pitched 12 2/3 innings, so maybe that kind of plays into how he attacks pitchers because he kind of understands, how to attack from their standpoint.
Yeah, Lott, the transfer from Sam Houston, had 9 scoreless outings for them last year as a swing and a miss from Lott. Calder gets in with a breaking ball, and that's one down in the top of the first.
Yeah, you gotta love that lefty on lefty breaking ball, just kind of breaking out of that zone. He already got him on a check swing earlier and just got him fishing on that for strike 3.
Here's Xavier Perez, the sophomore first baseman, steps into the right-handed batter's box and takes a couple of cuts, and set to face the lefty Calder. Calder kicks and deals and paints the edge of the zone for strike 1.
Ethan Calder trying to get some consistency back after his last outing against Arizona. Gave up a season-high 8 hits.
Perez takes a big cut and a miss. The fastball from Ethan Calder, 0-2 the count with 1 out in the top of the first. No score yet. Calder with the black glove in front of his chest, strides and deals, and that one low. 1 ball and 2 strikes now against Xavier Perez, the sophomore first baseman. Batting .386 this year and 7 home runs already. Calder kicks and delivers, and a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts from Ethan Calder, and here comes Trey Broussard.
2 consecutive strikeouts to start this game. Both swings and misses on a breaking ball in the dirt.
Trey Broussard, batting .274, steps into the left-handed batter's box. His transfer from San Jacinto College. Calder deals home, and that one misses low and away at 78 miles an hour. Bears in their white tops, white bottoms, with Baylor spelled out on the front in green, outlined in yellow. Green hats. Calder deals and popped into left field, and Jordan makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning from Ethan Calder, and to the bottom of the first we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, no score yet after a 1-2-3 inning from Ethan Calder. A look at the Baylor starting lineup today. Enzo Apodaca leads things off, playing in right field. Wesley Jordan back in the lineup in left field. Hunter Simmons, the designated hitter, bats third, and Pearson Reebok, the freshman third baseman, bats cleanup. Jack Little, Tyreek Kemp, and Travis Sanders, 5, 6, 7, followed by Ty Johnson and J.J. Kenneth behind the dish to round out the lineup. Enzo Apodaca steps into the left-handed batter's box, facing the righty Paul Schmitz, who deals, and first pitch low and in for ball one. Taking a look at the Cougars' defensive alignment as Schmidt deals in the zone for strike one. Lott, Broussard, and Hager from left to right in the outfield. Fix and deal is Schmitz and fouled back behind home plate by Apodaca. In the infield, climbing at third. And a catcher's interference called on Jackson. Enzo Apodaca will take first, and that brings up Wesley Jordan. So a quick start for Enzo Apodaca today, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I mean, free base right there. He had fouled off that pitch, but caught a little break with that with the catcher's interference.
Here's Wesley Jordan batting right-handed, facing the righty Schmitz, who deals and in the dirt at 83 miles an hour. Jordan wasn't in the lineup on Tuesday, getting the start in left field today where he's played all season. 1 ball, no strikes with the runner on first. Schmidt deals and Jordan takes a cut at it. It's a 87 mile an hour fastball.
Yeah, Wesley Jordan versus Paul Schmitz. This is a really interesting matchup. You got two guys, power on power. Schmitz standing high at 6'8". Wesley Jordan pretty tall too. That is 6'3".
Schmidt fires home, and that one fouled back behind home plate by Jordan. Schmidt, the 6'8" junior out of Germany, the only Cougar this year to go above 5 innings pitched in his first 5 starts. 1 ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball deep in the left field, and Lott settles under it, makes the grab for out number 1. And that brings up Hunter Simmons, the senior designated hitter, batting .398 this year. Currently owns a 34-game on-base streak that dates all the way back to the Cal State Bakersfield Series in 2023, of course. Simmons was one of those guys who missed most of last year due to an injury, as the first pitch from Smith, a swing and a miss from Simmons.
Yeah, Hunter Simmons has just been absolutely raking all season. Hasn't hit in all but 2 games this season. Back February 23rd against Gonzaga and last series against Arizona.
0-1 from Schmitz. In the zone for strike 2 at 90 miles an hour. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Runner on first is Apodaca. Smith with the tan glove in front of his chest fires home. Caught by Jackson over to first Perez, but Apodaca slides back safely. Simmons took a swing at that. That's 2 outs now in the bottom of the first. Brings up Pearson Reebok, a freshman who has been outstanding to say the least to start this season.
Yeah, he's just one of the few young guys that we were talking about in the pregame. Just been absolutely tearing it up.
Smith deals. Apodaca takes off, and stolen base for Apodaca. Pitch from Smith was low. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Apodaca now on second. Reebok batting .359, a home run and 16 RBIs this year. Batting left-handed. Smith, tan glove in front of his chest, looks back at second, now fires home. Blowing away on the breaking ball. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Reebok had his first career home run. It was a two-shot homer against Sam Houston. Tua, an 0 from Schmidt. Fly ball racing over is Broussard, but Lott from left field makes the grab. And that does it for the first inning. No score. To the second inning we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Top of the second from the Baylor Ballpark. Houston and Baylor taking on each other on this Friday evening from the Baylor Ballpark. Aidan, Pham, and Jeffrey Cohen with you. No score. A quick 1-2-3 inning in the top frame for Ethan Calder as he faces Aaron Lugo. Calder kicks and deals, and a fastball in the zone for strike one. First meeting between both programs in Waco since 2017 as a swing and a miss from Lugo on the 83-mile-an-hour pitch from Calder. 0-2 the count. Lugo batting .309 with 3 homers this year. Flat bat next to his left ear. The pitch from Calder is low and away. Rather low and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes with no outs in the top of the second.
Yeah, Lugo's a little bit of a viral sensation a little while ago. He was viral for hitting a home run against Texas last season while blowing bubble gum. That went viral over social media.
Pitch from Calder is low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of the second. Cougars repping their gray tops, gray bottoms as the 2-2 pitch from Calder. A swing and a miss from Lugo, his 3rd strikeout of the day.
Again, going back to that breaking ball, as a left-handed pitcher, love their breaking balls, and he's just been placing them perfectly, getting a lot of swings and misses so far.
And now here's Kenneth Jimenez, batting .260, still looking for his first home run of the year as the first pitch from Calder to Jimenez misses away on the fastball. Calder, the 1-0. Fastball in the zone for strike one. Calder, a good start to his year. Has really been the Friday starter since the beginning, as this is a sky-high ball Little settles under it, makes the grab for out number 2.
Yeah, Ethan Calder, it's such a great story. I know it's probably been discussed on this broadcast at least earlier in the season, but he came into this program, walk-on outfielder actually, worked his way into the bullpen. He was probably the best bullpen arm last year. Had some long outings, and now look at where he is now.
Yeah, and a left-handed pitcher, something that Baylor needed more of last season. And just this year, every single starter has been a left-handed pitcher, as the first pitch to Climbey from Calder is low and in. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, the last 17 games for the Bears has been started by a left-handed pitcher.
Here's Cade Climbey, 1-0 from Calder. Gets away from Kenneth, 2-0 the count. Climbey, a transfer from Lynn JC, was touted as a Big 12 Conference preseason newcomer of the year after a successful career in the JUCO level, as he fouls this one back.
Yeah, Climbey has a really good resume at JUCO. He was named the number 1 JUCO prospect coming in this year from D1Baseball.com, and he's also right now the number 64 overall prospect in the 2025 MLB draft.
2-1 from Calder, a fastball that just misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs in the top of the second. Bears and Cougars tied at 0. Calder kicks and deals. Fastball right down the middle. A full count now against Climbey. Climbey was part of that Lynn team that won the JUCO World Series. Climbey was actually the MVP of that team as well. 3-2 from Calder. A blooper in a center field, and it's going to be a base hit for Cade Climbey, the first hit of the day for the Cougars.
So overall, great piece of hitting. I mean, didn't have to do too much with it. Just a nice, easy line drive right over second base into shallow center field. And the Cougs are on base for the first time.
And that brings up Evan Hager, freshman right fielder, batting .222 this year and an RBI on his resume. Steps into the left-handed batter's box, and Silver bat next to his left ear. Pops one up in the air and back behind home plate. No balls and 1 strike with 2 outs in the top of the second. Runner on first is Climbey. Calder checks back at first. Climbey slides back safely.
This is just the second game that Evan Hager started this year. The Cougars' last game on Tuesday against A&M Corpus Christi was his first one, went 2 for 4 that game.
Pitch from Calder, and the home plate umpire says he went 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hager only 4 of 18 with 7 runs this year in his limited action.
Calder checks back at first and Climbey back safely. 29 pitches thrown from Calder, 18 strikes and 11 balls. 3-3 record on the year, 40 strikeouts so far. Calder deals, and that one misses low and away on the breaking ball. Calder gets set, working from the stretch, now deals home. Fastball down the middle for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Top of the second, runner on first. Bears and Cougars tied at 0. Calder deals home, swing and a miss. And that does it for the top of the second. Cougars leave 1 stranded, and to the bottom of the second we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Back from Waco, no score yet between Houston and Baylor on this Friday evening. Bottom of the second, Jack Little, Tyreek Kemp, and Travis Sanders due up for the Bears. Sanders steps into the left-handed batter's box, or rather right-handed batter's box. Gets the first pitch from Schmitz and fly ball in a right field, and Hager makes the grab for out number one. That brings up Tyreek Kemp, who every start this year has played at shortstop, batting .340. Started the year off at the bottom of the batting lineup, but with Ty Johnson out on Tuesday, Mitch Thompson moved him up to the 2-hole, batting fifth today. Schmidt deals and fastball in the zone for strike one.
Yeah, Tyreek Kemp, he's just one of those guys that you got to lump him in that big group of hitters that they've just made a big leap this year.
0-1 from Schmidt. In the opposite batter's box, 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out, bottom of the second. Kemp, the left-handed batter, .340 batting average, 2 homers on the year. Schmidt deals and it pops. Got a line drive in a right center for a base hit from Tyreek Kemp. The first hit of the day for a Bear, and that brings up Travis Sanders, who had himself, what a game he had on Travis Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, just about as memorable as it gets for the redshirt sophomore. They went 2 for 4 against Houston Christian on Tuesday. It was the 7th multi-hit game on the season, and I mean that's just another way that he's really solidified himself in that starting role.
Yeah, Sanders, the transfer from Texas Tech, was injured, and when he got back, just was unable to get into that lineup with the talent that the Red Raiders had. As he takes the first pitch, it's high and in, 1 ball and no strikes with a runner on first.
Yeah, and in the field, Travis Sanders kind of pushed Jack Little over to first, with Gavin Brzozowski and Will Pendergrass just not quite living up to the hype.
Schmitz checks Kemp at first, who slides back safely. 1 ball and no strikes against the sophomore second baseman, who hit that walk-off home run on Tuesday night to give the Bears the 3-2 win over HCU. Schmidt checks Kemp once again, who slides back safely.
I mean, just the stat line for Travis Sanders is insane. 345 average, 975 OPS.
Yeah, this is a pretty talented Baylor batting lineup. I mean, 6 of 9 of them are batting above 300.
Yeah, I mean, Ty Johnson's hitting 292, so not too far off.
Schmidt was in the middle of his set. Looked like he stumbled for a second, but that's going to be a balk. Kemp is going to take second. And just like that, a runner in scoring position for Travis Sanders.
Yeah, second kind of miscue from this pitcher-catcher connection.
Pitch from Schmidt misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Schmidt, who has thrown 30 pitches, 13 of them strikes. Schmidt checks to second, and Kemp slides back safely.
I think if you're Baylor, you really want to be aggressive on these base paths. I mean, Houston's already given them some good opportunities.
A 2-hopper down the third baseline to Climby, who throws over the Perez and in and out of his glove.
We'll see if that's an error either on, and it will be an error.
Yeah, it's going to go down as a throwing error by the third baseman, Climby. So runners on first and second now, and that brings up Ty Johnson, who was not in the lineup on Tuesday, suffered a hand injury in that Arizona series last Saturday. Back in the lineup today, batting left-handed with runners on first and second. Schmidt back to second, and Kemp back safely once again.
Obviously, some of the Baylor fans not liking Schmidt's kind of appealing to the base runners.
And once again, back at second, and now some frustration from the crowd here at Baylor Ballpark.
Yeah, I think if you're Schmidt, I mean, so far, I mean, there's been 2 errors and already just a couple of mistakes, a balk by the pitcher. You really want to focus on getting back into rhythm.
Pitch from Schmidt to Johnson is upstairs at 76 miles an hour. 1 ball and no strikes. With 1 out, runners on first and second. Bottom of the second, no score between Houston and Baylor. Schmidt, hand glove in front of his chest, fires home. 84-mile-an-hour pitch misses up and away. Johnson batting .292, a home run, and 23 RBIs this year. 2-0 from Schmidt.
Yeah, as you were saying earlier, just the lineup's been so good. Only 3 guys hitting below 300, but Ty Johnson hitting 292, and then J.J. Kennett 277, and then Jack Little's the one with the lowest at 273, so nobody's too bad right now.
Pitch from Smith, low and in, and Johnson has to back up to avoid getting hit. 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom second, runners on first and second for Baylor. The 3-1 from Schmidt. Sky high pop up, and it's going to bounce foul behind home plate. A full count now against Ty Johnson with runners on first and second, batting .345 with runners on base this year. Schmidt gets set, looks back at second, the 3-2, and off the bat of Johnson and fouled back.
Great job staying alive by Ty Johnson. Full count, you want to keep this inning going. You got runners first and second with only 1 out. Just keep this inning moving.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Ty Johnson, the batter. Schmidt looks back at second, fires to second, and sliding back is Kemp.
Yeah, the home crowd really not big fans of Paul Schmitz, and you can't really blame him for wanting to keep Tyreek Kemp close. He's 6 of 7 on stolen base attempts this season.
Schmidt peeks back at second, deals home. Popped up in the air, but it curves foul on the right side in the stands. And we'll do it again.
Yeah, Tyreek Kemp tied with the batter, Ty Johnson, with the most steals on the team. Both have 6. Ty Johnson's just a little better, 6 for 6. While Kemp is 6 of 7.
Schmidt deals and chopped foul towards the Cougar dugout. This will be the 10th pitch of this at-bat here from Schmidt in a second. As the foul ball is retrieved, Schmidt takes a look at the pitch comp and now gets set. Hand glove in front of his chest, working from the stretch, fires home. Low and away, and Ty Johnson wins this at-bat. Bases loaded, and here comes J.J. Kennett.
Absolutely fantastic at-bat by Ty Johnson. I mean, as a coach, that's all you could ever want, right? You know, get on base by any means necessary, fighting off as many pitches as he could. Kept the count full, kept it at 3-2 for a long time, fouled off a couple pitches, and gets himself a free 90.
J.J. Kennett. Fly ball in a center field, and racing over is Broussard, who reaches up, makes the grab. Tagging is Kemp, and the Bears get the first run of the day. A sac fly from J.J. Kennett cashes in Tyreek Kemp, and Baylor jumps ahead 1-0.
Baylor just doing the simple things really well, right? Getting walks, going station to station, capitalizing on these mistakes made by Houston, and sac fly to center field just gets the job done. 1-0 Bears.
Here's Enzo Apodaca, who stares at a pitch, miss up and away, 1 ball and no strikes, fastball from Schmidt. Sanders is on second, Johnson on first, Apodaca the batter. The 1-0 from Schmidt is a blooper in right field. Rounding third is Sanders. The throw home is not in time. An RBI double from Enzo Apodaca. And the Bears take a 2-0 lead here in the second frame against Houston.
Bears hoping to just keep on letting it on, basically. You got runners on second and third now with 2 out. Wesley Jordan, 2 stray RBIs.
Schmidt to Jordan, low and away, or rather paints the edge of the zone with a fastball for strike 1. Runners now on second and third for Wesley Jordan, batting .302 this year. Bouncing around on third is Johnson. A line drive that rolls into left field. Rounding third is Johnson. And he'll be called out by the home plate umpire. Bears fans not happy. Mitch Thompson walks out to have a chat with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, at least 1 run will score on that one.
Yeah, Johnson scored on that one. It'll be a 3-0 lead for Baylor. Apodaca was the runner who had that collision at home plate, and the umpires will talk things over.
Yeah, it's a really interesting play because it was a really high throw, and the catcher, Riley Jackson, he was kind of in the base path, and it looks like we'll go to a review, so they kind of have an argument either way. One way is like, all right, well, the catcher, he had to jump to make that throw, and he landed right in front of the plate, but he has the ball at that point. Another way to look at it is like, he started in the base path, and that might count that as blocking the plate. So I guess we'll see. But it was a really interesting play. One run does score for the Bears, so they will go up 3-0. But we'll see if they go up 4, depending on this review.
And as it stands, the Bears are 3-0 lead. As they take a look at this one, we'll step aside the call when we come back. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears. Are you living your...
Back from the Baylor Ballpark after that review, Apodaca was called out at home. The Bears put up 3 runs in the second frame. They have a 3-0 lead over Houston. It's the top of the third, and Tyler Cox, Riley Jackson, and Malachi Lott due up for Houston. Cox, the right-handed batter, sends one in a center field, and Johnson makes the grab for out number 1. That brings up Riley Jackson, the sophomore, getting the start behind the dish today.
Yeah, he's kind of hoping to turn this game around for himself. Had that catcher's interference back in the first inning.
Calder deals home. Fastball misses away. Jackson batting 170 this year with 9 hits. The 1-0 from Calder. Fastball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out in the top of the third. Baylor on top 3-0.
Last season with Florida State, Riley Jackson only had 9 at-bats in 9 games played. It was a really highly touted prospect coming out of high school.
A line drive that curves foul along the third baseline by Jackson.
Yeah, he was the number 20 prospect overall, the number 2 catcher in Florida coming out of high school. He was all-conference player all 4 years. Hoping to find some of that same success here in college.
Calder, the 2-1. upstairs with the fastball. 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the third. Baylor and Houston on this Friday night to start this weekend series. 3-1 from Calder, misses high, and Jackson will reach on the walk. And that brings up the top of the lineup for Houston, starting with Malachi Lott. A strikeout in his first plate appearance in the first inning. Batting 184 this year. Calder heaves it home, and that one up and away. 1 ball and no strikes with 1 out. Top of the third, a runner on first is Jackson. Calder deals. It's a ground ball in to left field and a base hit from Malachi Lott.
Yeah, Malachi Lott, he's no stranger to playing against the Bears back when he was with Sam Houston State. He had his career-high 5-hit game versus Baylor back on March 19th of last year. So obviously a ballpark he loves to hit in, a team he loves to hit against. And he's on base once again.
So now runners on first and second for Xavier Perez, transfer from Texas State last year. Had a Calder deals and misses away. Perez had a 4-hit game with 3 RBIs in the Cougars' win Tuesday night against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, in that he had 2 doubles and a homer as J.J. Kennett trots out there for a mound visit.
Yeah, Ethan Calder this season, he's been pretty good about walks. He's only had multiple walks in only 2 outings. He had 3 walks back on March 14th against Kansas, and then 2 walks against Kansas State on the 21st. But last time out, gave up no walks. And his first 4 starts in the season only gave up 1 or none.
Bears are 13-2 this year when allowing 2 or less walks, as the fastball from Calder flies by Perez. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Runners on first and second. It's the top of the third. Baylor leads 3-0 over Houston.
Perez is a guy that you really don't want to give him much. He's absolutely tearing it up this year.
Perez, fly ball into right center. Diving and reaching out is Johnson and makes the grab. What a grab by Ty Johnson.
Oh my goodness, what a play. He was sprinting, just a dead sprint to his right, going all out for that ball, and that was big. You have runners on first and second to one of the best hitters on this team. And that's a game-changing play by Ty Johnson. Absolutely fantastic.
Another great grab by Ty Johnson this year, and here comes Trey Broussard. Broussard batting .272 with runners on first and second now. Calder checks second. Jackson is back safely.
Jackson hasn't attempted a single steal this year.
Broussard, the left-handed batter, leans the bat on his left shoulder. Calder deals home. It's a 2-hopper to first. Little settles and underhands it back to Calder for out number 3. Cougars leave 2 stranded. The Bears lead 3-0, headed to the bottom third. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy.
Baylor baseball on the Brazos. The Bears have themselves a 3-0 lead over Houston in this Big 12 weekend series between Baylor and Houston. Hunter Simmons, Pearson Reebok, and Jack Little due up. Simmons steps into left-handed batter's box and stares at the first pitch from Smith's miss upstairs.
Yeah, Hunter Simmons having just an absolutely great year. Leads the team batting average, OPS, and hits.
Pitch from Smith, and it's fouled along the third baseline by Simmons. Simmons, a .394 batter. Smith out there for his third inning of work. The 1-1 and gets by Jackson.
That one went right off his hand. That'll be a hit by pitch.
And yeah, you're right. It went off Simmons. He's going to get on first with the hit by pitch, and that brings up Pearson Reebok.
That doesn't give Paul Schmitz any more favor with this Baylor crowd, who's already been kind of annoyed with him. Kind of a bunch of pickoff attempts, especially to Tyreek Kemp when he was on second last inning.
Bunt from Reebok, picked up by Schmidt, and the throw low to first for the out. Some action going on in the Cougar bullpen. It's one out here in the bottom of the third. The runner on second is Hunter Simmons. Jack Little steps into the left-handed batter's box. Little had himself a good game Tuesday night with the game tied. Little had a big double to get runners on as he stares at a pitch from Schmidt, miss upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. With 1 out in the bottom of the third, runner on second, Simmons. Pitch from Schmidt. Misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. Little waves the blue and orange bat next to his right ear. Schmidt gets set and throw over to second. And more frustration from the Baylor crowd.
Yeah, this one doesn't make as much sense. Hunter Simmons, not the biggest stolen base threat. He's 1 for 1 on the year, but so I mean he's 100%, but not a lot of action.
Little fouls one up and back on the right side.
Wind's starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, no rain yet here tonight. As a chopper on a ground ball. Racing up is Climby, who throws over the first for Perez. for out number 2. That moves Simmons over to third, though, and brings up Tyreek Kemp, who has been on fire this year for Baylor.
Yeah, Tyreek Kemp, he's coming off of a 3-hit game against Houston Christian with a run and a double. That's his 11th multi-hit game on the season. He's third on this team in batting average and in runs. He's tied for second in hits, and he's tied for first in doubles and stolen bases. So just been getting it done all around at the plate.
Schmidt deals. Fastball in the zone for strike 1. Runner on third is Simmons. A chance here for Kemp to help extend the Baylor lead. Schmidt deals and misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs, bottom third. Runner on third. Kemp bats .357 with runners on this year. Bouncing around third is Simmons. High fly ball in a center field. And Broussard reaches up, squeezes the glove, and makes the grab for out number 3. So Bears leave a runner stranded. They lead 3-0 headed to the 4th inning. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Bears lead 3-0. It's the top of the 4th. Ethan Calder back out there for another inning of work. 3 innings pitched so far today, 2 hits and a walk, 4 strikeouts for Ethan Calder, the left-handed pitcher. Lugo steps into the right-handed batter's box as Calder deals and low and in on Lugo. 1 ball and no strikes. Lugo had struck out in his first appearance today in the 2nd inning. Looking for his first hit of the day. The 1-0 from Calder in the zone for strike 1. Calder strides and deals. Fastball straight down the middle for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes with no outs in the top of the 4th. Aaron Lugo, the batter. Calder gets set, working from the stretch and deals, and this one chopped and foul and bounces off the foot of Lugo.
Lugo, he's another one of the major contributors to this Cougar offense. 3rd on the team in batting average, OPS, and hits.
The 1-2 is a ground ball picked up by Reebok and lost his handle on it.
Yeah, it was a tough play. He was charging to his left and he just couldn't quite get out of his glove to make the throw. And it'll go down as the Bears' first error on the night.
Yeah, Reebok charged with the error. Runner reaches. That's Lugo. And here comes Kenneth Jimenez. Calder deals and a fastball in the zone for strike one. Batting .255 this year with 13 hits and 6 RBIs. Calder checks to first and back safely is Lugo. Ethan Calder, 49 pitches thrown, 30 strikes and 19 balls as he checks to first once again. Lugo slides back safely. Bears put up 3 runs in the second frame. They have a 3-0 lead with 3 hits today and 1 error. That one was on Reebok on that last play. Calder deals and high and away against Jimenez. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses away. 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs, top of the 4th. The Bears lead 3-0. A runner on first for the Cougars. Calder over the first.
Yeah, Jack Little had to lunge for that one, try to avoid the runner Lugo. That could have been bad news for the Bears.
4 stolen bases this year for Lugo, as this is a ground ball up the middle to Sanders, pitched back to Kemp over the little, and a double play from the Baylor defense.
Exactly how you draw it up. 4-6-3 double play. And the runners erased, and now there's 2 outs with nobody on for Cade Climby.
Climby had a single in the second inning. Batting .301. Calder kicks and delivers. Just misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes with 2 outs now in the top of the 4th. Calder strides and deals in the zone for strike 1. 1-1 the count.
Well, I mean, one of the few local guys for this Cougars offense coming from Sugar Land, Texas.
Pitch from Calder, low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Appealed to first. First base umpire hasn't been giving Ethan Calder a whole lot of swings.
Calder fires home. And that one low. 3 balls and 1 strike now with 2 outs. Cade Climby, the batter, looking to get on base for a second time today. 3-1 from Calder. Called strike 2. Climby looked like he was ready to take off for first there.
Yeah, home plate umpire again said not so fast. And got away another pitch. Counts full with 2 outs.
A full count against Climby. The 3-2 from Calder popped up in the air. It's a fly ball into right field. Apodaca races over and makes the grab. So the Bears get a double play, and Apodaca gets the 3rd out with that grab. To the bottom of the 4th we go. The Bears lead 3-0.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Hey there, Bears! Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears! Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu.
Bottom of the fourth from the Baylor Ballpark. The Baylor Bears lead 3-0 over the Houston Cougars. Aidan, Pham, and Jeffrey Cohen with you on this Friday evening. Travis Sanders leads things off for Baylor as he stares at a pitch from Schmidt, miss, or rather called strike one. Interesting call from the home plate umpire as the 0-1, a swing and a miss from Sanders on the fastball from Schmidt. Sanders reached on an error in the second inning as the pitch from Schmidt up and away at 93 miles an hour. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, I was thinking kind of earlier in the game, for a guy this big and a junior, you'd think he'd have more velocity, but he hadn't really broken 90 until that pitch.
Pitch from Schmidt in the dirt. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, Schmidt's kind of been sitting, like, his fastball been kind of sitting up around 87, 88, 89, but finally letting loose on that 93 mile an hour heater.
2-2, and Sanders win, and it's a strikeout.
Batting next, number 23, Ty Johnson.
That brings up Ty Johnson. So far, a good night here at the Baylor Ballpark. No rain yet as the first pitch from Schmidt misses away with a breaking ball. No rain yet, but Jeffrey, it does feel kind of cold.
Yeah, it's a little cold, and those of you listening can probably hear the wind, so you probably know that we're outside right now among the fans.
Schmidt misses away. 2 balls and no strikes against Johnson. 2-0 and a swing and a miss from Ty Johnson. Fastball from Schmidt at 90 miles an hour. Schmidt gets set, kicks and deals. Up and away with the fastball, a 3-1 the count. Johnson batting .292, had a walk in the second. Back after that injury to his hand on Saturday. Fastball from Schmidt misses away, and Johnson reaches on the walk for the second time today.
For a guy that's hitting number 8 tonight, again, you'd love to see him getting on base by any means necessary. It doesn't even need to be a hit, but anything to get back to the top of this lineup. You know, you've got J.J. Kennett coming up, and then you've got Enzo Apodaca, Wesley Jordan, Hunter Simmons following right after. So making some noise, especially with some of the defensive miscues by the Cougars, can make all the difference.
2 errors so far from the Cougars. Kenneth stares at the first pitch from Schmidt, missed low and away. As the wind starts to pick up here from the Baylor Ballpark. 1-0 the count, runner on first. Schmidt with the tan glove in front of his chest, fires home. Fastball misses away. 2-0 the count. And this was the part of the lineup that got things going for Baylor in the second inning. J.J. Kenneth had that sac fly that scored Tyreek Kemp. Schmidt over to first, and sliding back is Johnson. Kenneth pops one up in right field, but Hager able to shift over and make the grab. Johnson was almost halfway to second, had to race back.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Hager. I mean, looking at that hit, I was kind of thinking, you know, this ball could definitely fall into that right center gap, maybe make its way to the wall, but sprinting over to his right, making that sliding catch. And he made a good throw over to first, trying to double up Johnson at first, but his throw was just a little late.
2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Enzo Apodaca, the batter. Schmidt checks Apodaca, and boos ring out from the Baylor Ballpark.
Definitely not a fan favorite.
Back to first once again from Schmidt. And the Baylor home crowd here letting Schmidt hear it.
Yeah, it's just single group over to our right, making a lot of the noise.
And Schmidt goes back to first once again. And I'm sure you can hear it through our mics here, but some fans really letting Schmidt know. Schmidt over the first for the 4th time in a row.
Yeah, you got to think at this point, he's got to be messing with him at this point. I mean, oh man, 4 straight. I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous.
Schmidt now fires home. 83-mile-an-hour pitch misses upstairs. 1-0 the count with 2 outs. The runner on first in Johnson.
Gets a great ovation for the first pitch of the at-bat.
Apodaca today reached on that catcher's interference in the first. Schmidt over to first for the 5th time in this at-bat.
You probably could have guessed based on the reaction.
In the second inning, an RBI single from Apodaca. 1-0 from Schmidt. Fastball misses high. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Baylor on top, 3-0. Runner on first is Johnson. The 2-0 from Schmidt. Johnson takes off, slides in safely. So despite all those attempts, Johnson gets the stolen base.
Yeah, looks like Schmidt's efforts were in vain, and now Ty Johnson takes sole lead and 7 stolen bases for the Bears.
3-0 the count. Bouncing around on second is Johnson. Fires home, and it's a high pop-up. Into left field, and Hager makes the grab. And that concludes the 4th inning. Baylor still leads 3-0. 5th inning coming up next on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, it's the top of the fifth. The Bears have themselves a 3-0 lead over Houston. Leading off the top of the fifth for the Cougars is Evan Hager. Hager swings at the first pitch. It's a ground ball that rolls in right field. First hit of the day for Evan Hager, and a good way to start off this fifth inning for Houston.
Yeah, it's a simple seeing eye single right past the first baseman, Jack Little.
That brings up Tyler Cox, junior shortstop, transfer from Dartmouth. First pitch from Calder, Cox shows bunt, and fastball in the zone for strike one. Houston really liked Cox coming out of Dartmouth, earned Ivy League Rookie of the Year honors in 2022, hit .402 that year as the pitch from Calder misses low and away with the fastball. Cox left Dartmouth as a career .380 hitter, hoping to carry over that success in the Big 12 now with Houston. Cox shows bunted, bounces off his bat and fouled behind home plate.
Like you were saying, really great career in the Ivy League in that 2022 year where he won Rookie of the Year. He also got all Ivy League first team and all New England second team as well.
Ethan Calder on the day as he deals home. Taking off is Hager. Throw from Kenneth is not in time to second. Calder on the day, 3 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, steal from Hager. That's only his second stolen base on the year. He's been caught stealing twice, and now he's at a cut, evenly cut, 50%.
A ground ball up the middle, picked up by Sanders on the run in, over to Little for out number 1.
Yeah, just a slow dribbler. Travis Sanders had to make a long run charge at that ball. Makes a great throw to first, but Hager makes his way to third with only 1 out.
Here's Riley Jackson. Takes a swing at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back. Going back to Sanders, what a job he's done so far. Started the year off at third base, but defensively and offensively has contributed in multiple ways for the Bears. 0-1. A bunt from Jackson will score. Hager, the throw over from Sanders is not in time. The Cougar dugout goes crazy.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscommunication. Ethan Calder was moving to his right. That bunt, a little bit harder than expected, was moving to his left. And Travis Sanders at second also wasn't expecting it, but did make the charge, fielded it, and his throw was just a little off. That'll be an RBI single. the 9-hole hitter.
RBI single, like Jeffrey said, and Lott takes a swing and a miss at the fastball from Calder. The Cougars get their first run of the night, cuts the Baylor lead down to 2. Calder kicks and deals, and it is popped back foul towards us. Jeffrey looked like he was ready to make that grab.
Yep. Get my baseball experience. I gotta get ready for that intramural softball season too.
0-2 the count against Malachi Lott. Batting 200, pitch from Calder. Breaking ball misses away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jackson, the runner on first for Houston. Hasn't attempted a steal this year yet, is Jackson, as Calder checks back to first. Lott 1-2 on the day, had a single in the third. Calder peeks down at his pitch comm, and 1-2 the count. Fires home, fly ball in a right field, and just curves foul.
He made some really great contact. I genuinely thought that was going to be fair down the line, but I think with a little help from the wind and that side spin on the baseball, the Bears catch a break and it's foul ball.
That one, if it landed foul, it would have probably rolled in the corner. It would have been huge for Malachi Lott. But instead, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. A runner on first is Jackson. Calder about to throw his 71st pitch. Here it is. Popped up in the air into shallow center field. Creeping forward is Johnson. And makes the grab for out 2.
That ball was definitely affected by the wind. You could see that American flag in center field blowing right to home plate. That ball had a little carry off the bat, but died pretty quickly. And Ty Johnson having to sprint straight forward to make the catch.
With 2 outs in the bottom, at the top of the 5th, here is Xavier Perez, a runner on first for him. Calder over the first, and back safely is Jackson. Perez bats .413 with runners on. Batting .378 overall. A strikeout and a flyout today. The first pitch from Calder. Breaking ball misses. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 from Calder is the dirt. Perez on the year, 34 hits, 24 runs scored, and 31 RBIs. Looking to get on base for the first time today as timeout called. Sean Snedeker makes the walkout for a mound visit. J.J. Kenneth also trots out there. It's hard to tell from where we're sitting if anything's going on in the bullpen.
Yeah, I see a little movement, but I don't think I've seen anybody throw over there, but I think you're getting some guys moving up.
Quick mounds visit from Sean Snedeker.
Yeah, I think unless this inning really starts to get away from Ethan Calder, I think they'll just let him finish it out. There's still 2 outs, and only a runner on first, so.
73 pitches thrown from Calder, 44 of them strikes, 29 balls. 2-0 from Calder. Breaking ball up and away. 3-0 the count.
Yeah, Command has been suffering a little bit over the last couple innings. He's now thrown 44 strikes and 30 balls today.
3-0, a high pop-up. Racing over, and it just bounces in front of the berm. But Little, Sanders, and Apodaca were all racing over there. It looked like one of them might have been able to come up with the catch, but it lands in front of all three of them.
Yeah, looked like Apodaca was going to make that catch using all his speed, but the ball is just a little too far, hits off the little wall in the right field foul territory, right, as you said, right in front of the berm. Out of all the guys in this U of H lineup, Xavier Perez is definitely the guy that you'd have swinging 3-0.
3-1 from Calder. Fastball upstairs, and ball 4. Perez reaches on the walk. Jackson moves over to second, and that brings up Trey Broussard.
Yeah, for Ethan Calder in this, you just got to really attack the hitter. There's honestly no reason to look at these base runners with 2 outs. You just got to focus on the task at hand.
Calder deals, and a fastball in the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, threw that one at 89 miles an hour. I think that's probably one of, if not his fastest pitch on the night.
Broussard, the sophomore out of Houston, Texas, chops one foul along the first base line. Spent last year at San Jacinto, where he earned first-team honors as a freshman. He's been a great base runner if he's able to get on base here. 20 straight stolen bases this year.
That's really impressive, yeah. Broussard's team, San Jacinto College, they were the ones who lost to Glenn College in the Super Regionals. Some of his teammates were on that team.
0-2 off the bat of Broussard towards the Baylor dugout. Fouled.
Yeah, that must have been kind of awkward, you know, when they all first transferred over here, because like, you know, he probably remembers some of these guys, you know, that knocked his team out in the Super Regionals last year.
0-2 off the bat of Broussard and fouled into the backstop behind home plate. You know, that is interesting. I wonder how those conversations went, but regardless, they're on the same team now, so.
Yeah. On to greener pastures.
Runners on first and second for Trey Broussard. 2 outs. Calder deals, and it's a one-hopper to first, picked up by Little, who gets the putout. Cougars leave 2 stranded. They get 1 run. Bears lead 3-1, headed to the bottom of the 5th. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, it's the bottom of the fifth. The Bears have themselves a 3-1 lead. And for the play-by-play, I'll toss it over to my broadcast partner, Jeffrey Cohen.
Thank you, Mr. Aidan. And as you just heard, deep in the heart of Texas, playing over the speakers, we got ourselves an all-Texas showdown tonight. Bears heading to the bottom of the fifth, leading the Houston Cougars 3-1. Bears have 3 runs on 3 hits and only 1 error. Cougars have 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. Wesley Jordan will start the inning for the Bears as he'll look at strike 1. Wesley Jordan 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single. This one's popped up on the infield, and Schmidt will drop the ball, and he'll toss it over, but not in time. Broken play, and Wesley Jordan hustles at all 90 feet, and we'll have a leadoff base runner. We'll look to see if that's an error on the pitcher or if they'll count that as a hit. I would get. And there it is. That'll be an error on the pitcher.
Yeah, it was a kind of an awkward play, softly hit by Jordan. Looked like an easy catch for Schmidt. It bounces right in front of him, and he still had an opportunity to get him out, but unable to complete the play. Schmidt obviously frustrated with himself after that play.
Yeah, it looks like that'll do it for Schmidt tonight. Not the best way to end, but again, not the best outing. He goes 4 innings pitched with 3 hits, giving up 3 runs, and he's responsible for Wesley Jordan on first base, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts, and a balk earlier in the game. Well, it looked like they were going to go out to a new pitcher, but looks like they'll talk for a second. We'll see if he's done.
Yeah, the entire infield in there for this visit.
Yeah, looks like the coach coming out was looking over to the bullpen, but
there is someone going in the bullpen.
They might be using up some time.
Tough to spot a number from where we are.
Yeah.
But
need some binoculars, and looks like Schmitz will stay in. Had to do some convincing to stay into this game. Yeah, just a really interesting play. Really soft pop-up from Wesley Jordan. Looked like Schmitz was running over to his left to make the play. First baseman Xavier Perez was also trying to make that play, and he couldn't get back to the base in time to get the out at first. And now Hunter Simmons will be up to bat for the Bears. That first pitch will be a slider, low and away for ball 1. Hunter Simmons 0 for 1 with a strike on the first inning. Last time up was hit by a pitch, made his way all the way to third, but was stranded. And the pitch from Schmitz. That one's low. And a diving stop by the catcher, Riley Jackson.
Yeah, there have been a couple of them that either have gone by Jackson, but for the most part, he's done a good job behind the dish tonight.
Yeah, obviously that catcher's interference on the first inning left a sour taste in his mouth. This one's fouled back to the netting. Count 2-1 with no outs and a runner on first to Hunter Simmons. Simmons, like we said earlier, leads this team with a .394 batting average, leads in OPS and hits as well. He's tied for first with doubles. He's tied for second with RBIs. The pitch, that one's upstairs. Check over to first base. The first base umpire will say no swing. Count goes to 3-1 to Hunter Simmons.
Yeah, I like how you brought that up, that he leads the team, picking up right where he left off last year. A great start to his year before suffering that injury.
And the pitch from Schmitz. That one's fouled back. And that'll roll up the netting and hit the metal canopy. Yeah, like you said, last year, not much action. Obviously got injured in a late February series against Indiana, crashed into left field wall, but all the games he played last season did get a hit in as Schmitz will check over to first base, skips the throw-in, and it won't be in time.
and getting an opportunity back in the lineup this year as the designated hitter, just worrying about hitting, not defensively at all.
And the 3-2 pitch. Inside for ball 4. And there'll be 2 early base runners for the Bears. No hits necessary, an error by Schmitz to Wesley Jordan. Hunter Simmons gets on via the walk. And the catcher, Riley Jackson, will step up, make some calls to the infield. As the third baseman, Cade Climby's very far in onto that infield grass. Same with the first baseman, Xavier Perez. And the 2 middle infielders a little farther back as Pearson Reebok's up to bat. Schmitz will check over to second base. Won't let go of the ball.
It's a good thing he didn't let go because no one was covering the bag.
Pearson Reebok, 0 for 2 on the day. Last time up, grounded out to Schmitz. The bunt down the third base line. It's a beauty. The throw over to first. In time. Diving catch by Xavier Perez for the first out of this inning, but the 2 runners will advance. That was a beautifully placed bunt. Basically ideal. Right down the third base line. Almost on the dirt. And you can't really draw it up any better.
Yeah, and it was a close play at first. It looks like they're going to take a look at it. But like you said, a great bunt, advances the base runners. And possibly here with this review, it's close enough for them to take a look at it.
Yeah. From my perspective, it looked like the throw did beat Reebok, but I think what they could be reviewing is if Perez had his foot on the bag. You know, he had to kind of dive for that throw. Did make the catch, but did he keep his foot on the bag? And we'll have our second review of the game, but we'll recap what's happened so far this game. First inning, we were scoreless. Bears swung the door open with a 3-run second. Began with J.J. Kennett with an RBI sac fly to right field. Anto Apodaca would have himself an RBI double. And then Wesley Jordan would finish out that inning with an RBI single. That would score Ty Johnson. But Enzo Apodaca, trying to score that 4th run, was thrown out at home. And then we were scoreless in the 3rd and 4th, and then the Cougars in the top of this inning striked again. Struck for the first time this game, excuse me. And the Bears lead 3-1.
It'll be interesting here if the call is reversed and Reebok is actually safe at first. What Todd Whitting elects to do here on the mound. There's a right-handed pitcher going in the bullpen for the Cougars.
Yeah. If they do call Reebok safe, it'll be bases loaded with no outs. Schmidt trying to throw some extra pitches. Just skipped that one and it went past the catcher, Riley Jackson. And for an uncharacteristically cold day in April here in Waco, I feel like there's a good crowd, and
yeah,
so
for
far, quite clear skies.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, no rain yet.
And they'll call Pearson Reebok out at first. They'll uphold the original call. So it'll be runners on second and third with 1 out for the first baseman, Jack Little. Jack Little 0 for 2 on the day. Last time up to bat, grounded out the third baseman, Cade Climby. He also flew out to right field in the second inning. And the first pitch from Schmitz. Swung on and missed. Little was out in front on that 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball. That was a dangerous pitch to throw for Schmitz. He got a lot of that plate. I think he got kind of lucky that Jack Little just couldn't time that one up. The one pitch, this one's fouled high. and it'll make its way out of the ballpark. Jack Little started out the season batting leadoff, and he was starting off really hot, but over the last month or so, he's kind of cooled off. He has a 270 average at this point, which obviously very solid, but for a great offense like the Bears, let's foul this one off to the netting. He's the lowest batting average in the lineup today.
Yeah, and it feels kind of silly. This guy's batting 270, but for this Baylor lineup, like you said, that is the lowest.
Yeah. And the 0-2 pitch from Schmitz. Swung on and missed. Got him on the 91-mile-an-hour heater. And there will be 2 outs with 2 runners on for the Bears.
Good pitch from Schmidt. Sneaks out fastball right by Little. Little goes back to the dugout. 0 for 3 today.
Yeah, again, just not exactly what you want to see if you're Jack Little, but now the eyes turn to the shortstop out of the Netherlands, Tyreek Kemp. As he fouls this one back to the backstop. Tyreek Kemp, 1 for 2 on the night. He had a single in the second inning, where he'd make all the way around and score. First run of the game for the Bears. And last time up to bat, flew out center field. That one's in the dirt, skips away from the catcher. Here comes Jordan. The tag is in time, gets him out. What a great play from the catcher, Riley Jackson. And the Bears will come up empty-handed after 2 early base runners as they still lead 3-1.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey
there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
And we are back with Baylor Baseball here on the Baylor Lariat Radio. Bears left empty-handed in the bottom of the 5th, and we're back with the top of the 6th. New pitcher in for the Bears, and I'll kick it over to my partner, Aidan Pham.
New pitcher Lucas Davenport, 2-0 on the year, 20 and a third innings pitched, 19 hits and 8 earned runs. 20 strikeouts on the year for Davenport.
And the first pitch from Davenport, he gets a swing and a foul tip from Aaron Lugo. Lugo looked like he wanted to kind of hold up, but he was a little too late. And the count goes to 0-1. Second baseman's. Oh, that one's drilled past the diving reach of Kemp into left field for a leadoff base runner.
It's not the start of the day you want for Davenport, but a great job getting on base.
Yeah,
Tough play for Kemp to make also.
Yeah, he absolute ripper just past the diving count. Second straight time Lugo's got on base. Reached on a throwing error back in the fourth from Pearson Reebok. And out to bat is the DH Kent Jimenez. Ground ball to second base. Sanders charges, throws over to first, and he'll get the out. Hit and run for the Cougars. Sent Aaron Lugo to second, and he'll make it over there, but they'll get the out at first.
Another good play by Travis Sanders, making the tough throw on the run over to Little at first.
Yeah, he's had to make some charging plays throughout the night, and he's answered the call pretty much every time. As third baseman Cade Climby is up to bat with the runner on second and one out. First pitch to Climby. That one's downstairs for ball one. Climby reached on a single his first time up in the second inning, but flew out to right field in that fourth inning. Right after the double play from Jimenez, Davenport will slowly throw over to second to keep the runner Lugo close.
Interesting here, Climby is a transfer from Blinn. So is Davenport. So these former teammates facing off here.
The 1-0 pitch from Davenport. Breaking ball low once again. Hitters count to Climby goes to 2-0. Davenport kicks and deals. Swung on chopper to Davenport. He'll make the play and toss it over to first for the second out. Lugo will advance to third. And there's 2 outs. Here in the top of the sixth.
Good job by Davenport making the play. But a base runner on third now for Evan Hager. A good opportunity to cut into the Baylor lead here.
Yeah. For Lucas Davenport, you really just need to lock in as Lugo's kind of playing on the base paths. As this one's low. Davenport early in this appearance, he's missed low a couple of times, especially with that breaking ball. Cougars haven't been fishing. And the 1-0 pitch. That one's outside. Another 2-0 count. Hager reached on base with a single last inning. Got a stolen base and was the only run so far for the Cougars. Could drive in the second with this at bat. That one's in the dirt. Count goes to 3-0 to the right fielder. Like I said earlier, Climby, one of the few hometown guys from Sugar Land, Texas. Only him and Trey Broussard is from Houston. That one's in for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. This Houston roster is pretty diverse from where they're from. A lot of guys from other states. You got a couple of international guys, including Kenneth Jimenez from Mexico. This one is hit high in the center field. And Wesley Jordan will make his way under it and make the catch for out number 3. Cougars strand a runner on third, and they still trail the Bears 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second here on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.bay.
And we are back with Baylor baseball here on the Baylor Lariat Radio. As it's a windy and cold night here in Waco. And so far we've been lucky with no rain thus far. The forecast before the game had a good chance of rain at 8 p.m. So far we're at 8:26 p.m. at the start of this half inning. And we've only just had some winds, and it's been a pretty cloudy day all around, but no stoppages yet as Tyree Kemp looks at that first pitch upstairs for a strike.
Interesting that Schmitz is out there for another inning.
And his pitch is at the fastball at the knees. Yeah, Schmitz, it looked like he was about to get taken out last inning, but just a little talking to with his coach and the infielders. Came back pretty strong.
And with bases loaded, found a way to get out of that inning.
That one's outside for ball one to the shortstop. And the Cougars making a big shift. Third baseman Cade Climby will make his way to the shortstop. And this one is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Jackson for the first out of the inning. It was a really interesting kind of defensive strategy with two strikes to Tyreek Kemp. They had three infielders to the right of second base, but after the ball and the count was 1-2 to Tyreek Kemp, they had Max Climby move over to the shortstop, and Travis Sanders will look at that first pitch, low and outside for ball one. And they had the shortstop Tyler Cox play as the lone infielder on the left. That's a breaking ball that hits the heart of the zone with no swing from the redshirt sophomore. Travis Sanders struck out last time up. That one's a breaking ball. It's outside of the zone. Count goes 2-1 with one out, nobody on. Infielders back to Travis Sanders. And the pitch. This one fouled off the close part of the bat. Looked like it hurt it, kind of wrung up his hands a little bit.
2-2 the count here. Sanders looking for his first hit of the day. He's on a 6-game hit streak right now.
Only reached on an error by the third baseman, Cade Climby. That was back in the second inning. Go all the way around for the second Baylor run. Scored on that RBI double from Enzo Apodaca that he laced in the right center field. 2-2 pitch from Schmitz. Swung on and missed. Got him on the breaking ball. And that's 2 outs. Third straight strikeout for the German-born pitcher.
Good fight from Schmidt. Has had a couple up and downs in this outing here, but continues to fight. Good pitch there to strike out Sanders.
Yeah, that meeting on the mound definitely helped him. 4 straight batters retired. That first pitch to the center fielder, Ty Johnson, 89 mile an hour pitch in the zone for strike 1. 1 pitch. That one's breaking ball low and inside. Ty Johnson's reached both times today via the walk. He got his team-leading 7th stolen base in the 4th inning. The pitch swung on, rope down the first base line, stopped by Perez. His toss to first, and it'll be in time for the 3rd out. 1-2-3 inning for Schmidt and the Cougars, and they'll be back up to bat, still trailing 3-1. And we'll be back on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Hey there, Bears! Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
And it's the top of the 7th here at Baylor Ballpark. The Bears go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th, but they still hold on to a 2-run lead as they lead 3-1. And now leading off for the Houston Cougars will be the shortstop, number 11, Tyler Cox. He'll look at that first pitch for ball 1. I was pointing out to Aidan during the break, we've got a couple people out in right field.
You know,
that one's in for a strike.
We should, one of these days, Jeffrey, we should take the equipment out there and broadcast the game from right field.
I agree. You know, it's got to be probably a night that's not, or at least a day or a game that's not as windy as this. I'll be down for it. That one's downstairs for ball 1. Cox 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center field back in the 3rd, and then grounded out to the second baseman, Travis Sanders, last time up. He fights that one off and fouls it off the netting. Count remains at 1-2. Yeah, being out there in right field. Nice time with the fellows.
Now the real question is, are we making the grab in outfield?
Absolutely. Got him looking with strike 3. Lucas Davenport brings up Tyler Cox for the first out of the inning.
Davenport gave up the single to his first batter he faced today, but since then, way to settle in and gets his first strikeout of the day.
Yeah, 4 up, 4 down, like you said, after that leadoff single. Catcher Riley Jackson out to bat with one out. Shows bunt, and he bunts it down. Kennett will field it. His throw skips in, and in time. Jack Little with a great catch off the short hop, and it'll be 2 quick outs.
And you described it perfectly. And it was also good communication from Kennett, as Davenport and Kenneth were both going for it. Kenneth called him off. Throw was a little bit off the mark, but a good job to save it by Little. And looks like they're going to take a look at this one, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think pretty similar situation to what we had on Pearson Reebok's bunt just a little while ago. Back in the 5th inning, Pearson Reebok, he sent a bunt down the third baseline, and Kate Climbey fielded it, made a throw, skipped into that to the first baseman, Xavier Perez, and I think that's exactly what they'll be looking for.
And the rain begins here at the Baylor Ballpark. All the fans racing to get under the awning.
Yeah, guess we just need to hope that the wind doesn't blow the rain over here. And it looks like we'll have some company around us. That'll be fun.
Yeah, selling behind the awning.
And so if you hear a couple more voices in the mics for the remainder of this game, well, you know why. Everybody's trying to move under the metal canopy here at Baylor Ballpark.
And for the moment, it doesn't look like it's coming down too hard, just sprinkling.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it at first. I had to really look. Kind of got to look into the lights, see if you can see some rain, but so far nothing too bad.
They're taking a good look at this play at first. Throw was off the mark from Kenneth. Little reached out for it, as here's the call.
And the call at first is upheld, as Riley Jackson will be out. And so there's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Nobody on for the Houston Cougars, as the one-hole hitter, Malachi Lott, will come up to bat. First pitch to Lott. That one just a bit inside for ball 1. Lott 1 for 3 on the day, had a single in the 3rd inning, but struck out his first time up and then flew out to center field. As from the chopper to Sanders at second, and he'll make the play at first. 1-2-3 inning for Lucas Davenport. And it's stretch time here at Baylor Ballpark. Bears lead 3-1.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears. Are you
And we are back with Baylor Baseball here on the Baylor Lariat Radio. We're currently in the 7th inning stretch as fans are on their feet still singing the Baylor fight song. And I'll kick it over to Aidan Pham real quick.
Yeah, Schmidt's back out there now. This will be his 7th innings of work so far today. 3 hits, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts with 3 walks. His longest run this year was 6 innings pitched against Minnesota earlier this year. But after that mound visit has settled down really well.
Yeah. And that first pitch to J.J. Kennett was in for a strike. The 0-1 pitch from Schmitz. Swung on and ripped into left field, and it'll drop for a leadoff base hit. J.J. Kennett, he got all of that baseball. 100.7 miles an hour off the bat. And it just dropped so perfectly in the shallow left field, and the Bears have a leadoff base runner.
It was a breaking ball from Schmidt, and like you said, he got almost all of it. Hard hit ball for a base hit. Way to get on base for the first time today, too.
And the first pitch to Apodaca, ground ball to second baseman. Has trouble with it. Throws over to second for the out, but no throw over to third. And it'll be a 4-6 fielder's choice.
Good job from Lugo to get it over to Cox. It just hesitated for a second, and there was just no play to first.
Yeah, he bobbled it, but made a great throw, like you said. And now up to bat for the Bears with runner on and 1 out. Wesley Jordan. Schmidt kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Got Wesley Jordan whiffing on that 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball. And now with the wind kind of blowing to our right, I can feel a little bit of those raindrops. Hopefully doesn't mess up any of our camera gear. The 0-1 pitch, fastball outside. Count's tied up at 1. Wesley Jordan reached on an error last time out. Made it all the way to third. Tried to score on a wild pitch, but was tagged out by the catcher Jackson. Schmitz will throw over to first, and Apodaca will slide in safely. Obviously, the fans still not particularly happy about Schmitz's strategy and the pitch. That one's up and in. Got Wesley Jordan leaning back, and the count goes to 2-1. Jordan also had an RBI single in the second inning. And the 2-1 pitch from Smith. That one's 88 miles an hour in the left-handed batter's box. And it's a hitter's count to Jordan, 3-1. Apodaca has only stolen 3 bases on the year, but also hasn't been thrown out. As you can probably hear, Schmitz appeals over to first once again, but to no avail. And the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him on the high fastball, and Apodaca will snag second base. So Jordan swinging and miss. Was for strike number 2, counts full.
Yeah, nice drop by Apodaca. Gets his 4th stolen base of the year, and Schmidt tried to pick him off, but in the end, gets the stolen base.
Yeah, that's Apodaca's 2nd steal of the game. Stole second base in the first inning. And swung on and missed, and it goes off the leg of the catcher, Riley Jackson. And Wesley Jordan will make it to first safely with no throw. So a drop, 3rd strike by Riley Jackson. Gets Wesley Jordan aboard, and Enzo Apodaca moves over to 3rd.
It's been a kind of tough day for Jackson. Had that catcher's interference earlier in the game. Drop, 3rd strike now. That leads to Apodaca advancing to 3rd. The runner on scoring position, and here's another mound visit.
Yeah, and now we can definitely see some action going on in the U of H dugout. They have right-handed pitcher and like Aidan mentioned before, from our vantage point, we can't really see, and it looks like that'll do it for Paul Schmitz. And we'll take a little break, and we'll come back with our new pitcher. Bears lead the University of Houston Cougars 3-1 in the bottom of the seventh.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay...
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup.
And we are back. And the Cougars' first call of the bullpen is number 35, Grayson Drezik. And I'll kick it over to my partner, Aidan Pham.
Drezik, the senior right-handed pitcher out of Davenport, Iowa, transferred from Kirkwood Community College. On the year, 22 and a third innings pitched, 29 hits, 2-2 record for the newly inserted Drezik.
And his first pitch to Hunter Simmons is downstairs for ball one. Simmons reached base the last two times. He was walked in the fifth and was hit by a pitch in the hand in the third inning. He struck out his first time on. He's only 0 for 1 today. As that one's low and inside. 2-0 count to the power hitter.
Runners on the corners, and get this, Jeffrey, bats .485 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been an absolute monster of a season. Any situation he's been raking all year. And the 2-0 pitch from Drezik. That one's in at the knees for strike one. Hunter Simmons trying to get an eye for the new pitcher. As 2-1 pitch, swung on dribbler down the third base line, and it goes off the foot of Hunter Simmons. Took a little tumble, but looks like he'll walk it off and he's all right.
Yeah, that one's got a sting though. That went off, got a good piece of his foot. Looks like he's walking around trying to shake it off right now.
Yeah, Hunter Simmons, he's a big guy. He's a hefty guy, strong guy, but just after that freak injury last year in the lower body, just anything like that that's kind of hitting his foot or his leg makes you hold your breath just for a second. But he's a tough guy, and he'll step back into the box with a 2-2 count with 1 out and runners on the corners. 2-2 pitch. That one's low. Count runs full. Wesley Jordan, not much of a base stealing threat. Only has 2 stolen bases on the year. Got caught stealing once. And swung on and missed. Got him fishing for on the low breaking ball, and there's 2 outs in this inning.
Good pitch from Drezik. That's a really good batter he just struck out that has the power to do a lot of damage. That's got to be a good confidence booster for him.
Yeah, and it was a really interesting pitch, right? That was basically in the dirt, but scoreboard read that at 92 miles an hour, so just kind of leaves you wondering. That's a really tough pitch to hit. As the freshman third baseman, Pearson Reebok will step into the left-handed batter's box. Reebok 0 for 3 on the day. As he waves that first pitch for strike 1. Reebok, despite the 0-3 day, he's hitting .354 on the season with 16 RBIs. Grounded out twice and flew out in the first inning. That one's downstairs. Count's tied up at 1.
They've really been impressed with Reebok, just a freshman, but moved around in that defense. Started at third base, second base. On Tuesday, he got the start in center field. Really can do it all.
As he'll swing and miss at that breaking ball that was low and inside. He's behind in the count 1-2 with 2 outs. That one's in the dirt, and Wesley Jordan will make his way over to second base. He hesitated a little bit. He was about 75% of the way. Kind of looked at the catcher, but realized there's going to be no throw and just kind of jogged the last 25%. And so now the count's tied up at 2 with 2 outs and runners on second and third for Pearson Reebok. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped into foul territory to the Houston dugout. Reebok staying alive. And they'll say Wesley Jordan advanced on the wild pitch. The pitch from Drezik. Low and inside, the count runs full. Apodaca's dancing on the base path, trying to distract the right-handed pitcher. Drezik has an even 6 strikes and 6 balls in his first inning of work. Takes and deals. Swung on, chopper to the second baseman. Lugo will make his way to the right, and his throw is not in time. Apodaca will score. Pearson Reebok with an RBI single.
Whoa. It's just miscommunication from the Cougars. It was a hard-hit ground ball along the first base line. The first baseman, Perez, looked to be going for it. But it actually was Hager who ran up to grab it, so no one was covering the bag, and by the time Drezik was over there, the throw was just not in time.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I was about to say. Just a lot of miscommunication. Lugo at second base was running to his left to make the play. And Perez trying to make the play as well. That one's low and outside for ball 1 to Jack Little. And yeah, just too late of a reaction from Drezik, and throw just wasn't in time. Reebok hustling out hard 90. And the 1-0 pitch from Drezik. Swung on and ripped foul. 107.8 off the bat.
Unbelievable.
I'm just trying to see if I read that correctly. That's insane. I mean, you know, I could tell that was fast, but 107 is just absolutely ridiculous. Now you just hope that he keeps it within the lines. 1-1 pitch. Another pitch in the dirt. Yeah, it goes in Little's favor, 2-1.
Here's a guy that's batting 268, but has the power to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. The runner's on. He's hitting 302. Scoring position, he's hitting 308. That one's a breaking ball. It gets in at the knees. Little doesn't give a swing, and the count's tied up at 2.
Little had 2 RBIs on Tuesday in that win against HCU, both of them coming in big moments of the game.
Sure, the throws over to first, but it won't be in time as Pearson Reebok will slide in.
I believe that was his first attempt of the day, but still, the crowd not happy.
You could hear someone say, "You're not Paul," referencing the starting pitcher, Paul Schmitz. That one's outside. And Pearson Reebok will make his way to second. A similar situation to Wesley Jordan. Kind of went most of the way there. Went about 70 feet and then paused a little bit and just kind of lightly made his way over the last 20 feet. And now there's runners in second and third. Full count pitch. Check swing. Got him. First strike, 3. Bears strike for another run on a Pearson Reebok single, but they strand 2-0. And the Bears extend their lead to 4-1 as we head to the top of the 8th.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP.
And we are back with Baylor baseball here in the top of the 8th. And the Bears will make another call to the bullpen as right-hander Will Glatch will come in for Lucas Davenport. Will Glatch has a 1 ERA with a .67 whip. He's made a big leap from last year. He only had 6 appearances, 3 innings pitched. 2 of his 6 appearances had 1 or more innings pitched. As Glatch's first pitch to the first baseman, Perez, will be low and outside for ball 1.
Glatch has been one of those reliable guys out of the bullpen this year. He began the year with 8 scoreless outings. Just an impressive improvement from last year.
As Perez swings and misses on the 93-mile-an-hour heater. And yeah, he's just taking a big leap. Familiar face in relief on Fridays after Ethan Calder starts. But last season, his 3 innings pitch gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those earned. As Perez will foul that one back to the backstop.
That's a good point you bring up. I think you also got to look at the improvement of this bullpen overall. I mean, I asked Mitch Thompson the other week, how do you like this depth that you guys have in the bullpen? And he praised the job that Sean Snedeker did, and he smiled and said it makes a coach smile.
This one's chopper right through the left infield into left field, and it'll be a leadoff base hit for the Cougars. Saying all these great things about Will Glatch, not exactly the start he wants this outing.
Similar to Davenport, gave up a single to his first batter he faced. Let's see if Glatch is able to settle in here.
Now Trey Broussard up to bat with the runner on, nobody out, as he'll swing and missed out in front of that pitch for strike one. Yeah, like you're saying, the depth in this bullpen has been one of the major changes for this team. Last year, Patrick Halen, now starter Ethan Calder, were really the only two guys that Mitch Thompson could rely on consistently as that one's low and inside to tie the count up at 1.
And Glatch made an appearance on Tuesday. He actually got credited with the win on Tuesday, 3-0 on the year.
And the 1 pitch swung on. This one's fouled lightly off the netting. Trey Broussard. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Last time out. Grounded to the first baseman, Jack Little, who took it himself for the final out of the 5th inning. And the 1-2 pitch from Glatch. This one's hit high in the shallow center field. Travis Sanders comes on, but he'll give way to the center fielder, Ty Johnson. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning.
Just like how you described it, it looked for a moment there that Travis Sanders was all the way back there ready to make the catch, but at the last second it looked like he was called off by Johnson.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of plays, that even a lot of major leaguers struggle with. Is you got one of your fast out infielders going out into shallow outfield, and then you have one of your outfielders rushing in. Usually, ideally, you want that outfielder who's looking towards the infield to make that catch, and that's exactly what happened. Great communication by the Bears. As that first pitch to second baseman Aaron Lugo's upstairs for ball 1.
And to your point, it's the little things it feels like that the Bears have been able to do this year to go on this 20-win season to start the year.
This one's a chopper to the third baseman, short hopping off the glove of Pearson Reebok. And so Aaron Lugo will reach on base, and we'll see what they rule this one. And it will be an error accredited to Pearson Reebok.
And that's going to be Reebok's second error of the day, just charging forward to it and unable to get a handle on that baseball.
Yeah, it was just a difficult play. Tried to get it on the short hop, and it just snuck out of his glove. And there's runners on first and second for Kenneth Jimenez. Who'll look at that first pitch for strike 1. Like I said earlier, Kenneth Jimenez, he's one of the that one will be low for ball 1. Jimenez 0 for 3 on the day. Popped up to the first baseman in the second inning, grounded out to a double play in the 4th, and grounded out in the 6th. And the 1 pitch. That one's inside. And the count goes to 2-1 with 1 out to Jimenez, with runners on first and second. Glatch looks back to second base, and he'll kick and deal. This one's hit high, and that'll go over the press box, and it'll go out of the ballpark. One of the issues for the Cougars tonight has been stranding base runners. They only have 1 run on 6 hits. So they're out hitting Baylor, who only has 5, but Baylor's been able to drive 4 across thanks to a couple of defensive miscues from Houston and the pitch from Glatch. That one's just outside.
Yeah, it was a close call, and obviously some people disagree.
Yeah, I'd say so. Quite a few people were quite dismayed. That was a good word for that. That one's low for ball 4. And so the bases will be loaded for the third baseman, Cade Climby. Not what you want from Will Glatch. And his catcher, Kennett, will come out and give him a little pep talk.
Yeah, probably telling, as Sean Snedeker runs out there too, his pitcher to believe in himself, because Will Glatch this year has faced some of these tough situations, but he's been able to get out of them. Another tough one here with bases loaded with 1 out. If you're Houston, though, you got to be able to capitalize on this. Like you said earlier, 6 left on base. For Baylor, also 7 left on base.
Yeah, Glatch's last 2 appearances has given up his season highs in hits allowed. Back on the 20th against Arizona, gave up his then season high 3 hits in 2 2/3 innings, and then on Tuesday against Houston Christian gave up 4 hits in 1 1/3. So hopefully he can kind of get back to that rhythm that he had earlier in the season. Those last 2 appearances, the only 2 runs he's given up this season. So if you're Will Glatch, if you're Sean Snedeker, you don't really like the trend that he's going in, but you just hope that he can kind of find a way out of this. Infield and at double play depth. The third baseman, Cade Climby. First pitch to Climby. That one skips in for a ball. Good block from Kennett. Will Glatch, 9 strikes and 8 balls. Climby 1 for 3 on the day. That fastball just outside. From our vantage point, that looked like a really good pitch. Looked like it might have gotten the edge of the zone, but the home plate umpire gives no avail.
Yeah, I thought so too. It looked like he got a part of the zone.
So that one's inside for ball 3. Counts 3-0 to Cade Climby with the bases loaded and only 1 out. So Cougars are hoping to cash in with a walk right here. And a get me over fastball for strike 1. And Climby will call time. Will Glatch kicks and deals. That one's in for a strike. Painted that low and outside corner with that 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And the count's full with 1 out, bases loaded. The payoff pitch from Glatch. Just inside for ball 4. And that'll walk in a run.
Yeah, not an ideal start for Will Glatch. Did a good job fighting back in after falling behind in that count, but has had a couple calls not go his way, and I think that's part of the reason why he's in here, this situation.
Yeah, now the mindset has to be to limit the damage, as his first pitch will skip in to Evan Hager for ball 1. That's only the 3rd run allowed by Will Glatch this season. It's the third straight appearance that he's given up a run. And the skipper, Mitch Thompson, will come out and he'll make a change. So, Will Glatch's day is short-lived. And just not a great outing, not what you want to see in a close ball game. Bears still lead 4-2, but the winning run is on first for the Cougars.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your
And we are back with the bottom of the eighth here at Baylor Ballpark. A rough outing from Will Glatch, only going 1/3 of an inning, giving up 1 hit and 1 run and 2 walks. And the Bears will call the bullpen, and it's their closer, Gabe Craig, and I'll hand it over to Aidan to give you the rundown.
Gabe Craig, the redshirt senior right-handed pitcher, reliable to say the least for Baylor. 6 saves this year. 10 of his 11 outings so far this season have been scoreless. And Gabe Craig wasn't available to the Bears on Tuesday. Mitch Thompson told us after the game that he was dealing with an illness. So we'll see. Back available today, but we'll see if that illness plays a factor in his performance today.
As that first pitch, 94 miles an hour in at the knees for strike 1. And he'll have to come in to shut the door on the Cougars. The base is loaded and 1 out. They've already scored 1 run in this inning. Second pitch from Gabe Craig. Breaking ball this time. That one also gets the low part of the zone for strike 2. Count to 1-2. It's the right fielder, Evan Hager, who fly it out to left field last time out. And the pitch. That one's low for ball 2. Gabe Craig has emerged as the closer, like you said, 6 saves. He's the only one on this team with multiple saves. There's only a few other guys who have 1, and the rest of the relievers have 0. As the 2-2 pitch, that one's up and outside, and the count runs full. Kennett talking to his pitcher a little bit from home plate. Hager, the freshman, big opportunity to open the door for a big inning. As a 3-2 pitch. got him looking, freezes him up, and that'll be the crucial second out of this inning.
84 miles an hour from Gabe Craig. A much-needed strikeout there, and now with 2 outs and bases loaded, a much more manageable situation for the Bears.
Yeah, now he sees the light out of the tunnel. That's just one of the things that, you know, if you're the Cougars, that just couldn't really happen. The only things that you don't want is an unproductive out or a double play for the Cougars. That first pitch, the shortstop Tyler Cox is upstairs for ball 1.
Well, looks like the wind's picking up. Rain is coming our direction as well.
Yeah, it's a little light spray. As that one will hit Tyler Cox in the back, and another run will score. That pitch was wild.
Got a good piece of his left side. Looks like it might have been his left arm, but regardless, a run scores, and the Cougars cut the deficit to now just 1. Baylor leading 4-3.
Yeah, now for Baylor fans, you got to be holding your breath a little bit. Bases are still loaded now with 2 outs, but the Baylor lead's now only down to 1. It's a close ball game. It's been relatively close all game, but it hasn't really felt that way. It's kind of felt like it's been all Baylor, but this inning, the Cougars have really been laying it on. That one check swing. First base umpire says Kobe DeJesus did not go.
Kobe DeJesus pinch hitting for Riley Jackson.
DeJesus hitting .294 in limited action. And that one's a strike that gets low and outside edge. DeJesus limited action, 5 of 17 on the season. Last time out, went 0 for 1 with TCU back on the 30th. He's only played 13 games this season. It's that one in at the knees for strike 2. DeJesus did not like that call. Kind of takes a step out of the batter's box, and you can kind of tell by his body language, kind of throwing his head to the side. Just didn't like that call, and now it's 1-2 with 2 outs to the pinch hitter. And it looks like he'll talk to his coach for a second. Not something you see very often. A guy in the middle of his at-bat talking to his coach, and we'll have a little pause here. Talk about the approach.
Bases loaded here. Down by just 1. An opportunity to tie the game up or take the lead if you're Kobe DeJesus.
Now, if you're Gabe Craig, you're up in the count 1-2. Do you either just keep on pounding the zone, trying to take advantage of the pinch hitter, or do you try to get him to whiff that one down low, as he'll foul this one back? That was a breaking ball that was in the zone. DeJesus had to kind of lunge for it a little bit. And the count remains at 1-2.
Gabe Craig, you got to trust yourself. Trust your pitch here.
The 1-2 pitch. This one gets away from Kennett, and 1 run will score. And we are all tied up here at Baylor Ballpark in the bottom of the 8th. The 3rd run for the Cougars this inning. All runners will advance.
And it's the 3rd miscue of the inning. You had that hit by pitch, the error on Pearson Reebok to start, and now the ball gets by J.J. Kennett that allows the game to get tied up, and life in the Cougar dugout now.
You really just hate to see that. An unforced error, as this one is hit softly into left field, and it will drop. 1 run scores. Here comes the second runner, and he will score. It's a 2 RBI single for Kobe DeJesus, pinch hitting. And the Houston Cougars take a 6-4 lead here late in this ball game.
Kobe DeJesus looks like he got that breaking ball, able to get it to fall in the gap. in front of Jordan. That cashes in a couple runs, and now, just like that, the Cougars got themselves the lead.
Yeah, it's been a big breakdown by pitching and defensively this inning. Both Gabe Craig and Will Glatch have struggled with their command this inning, as that one skips in for ball one. Gabe Craig is throwing an even 7 balls and 7 strikes. It's just not what you want to see. Bears have been controlling all game, but so far 5 runs by the Cougs. Turned a 4-1 deficit into a 6-4 lead. And the 1-0 pitch. This one's fouled off and off the railing of the Houston dugout. And it looks like we'll have to wait for someone to retrieve the foul ball in foul territory. Enzo Apodaca will trudge over there. It's been a really frustrating inning. Malachi Lott now up to bat with a runner on first and 2 outs. Xavier Perez on deck. He's the one who started this inning with a leadoff single. And the 1-1 pitch to Lott. Swung ground ball to Sanders. He'll field it cleanly and make the throw over. Well, the Cougars take the lead on a 5-run inning, and the Bears will look to answer as we head to the bottom of the 8th here on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your.
Hey there, Bears! Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears! Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event.
Stay informed and
So
stay
don't
connected
forget to buy
with Lariat
your
TV News.
2022-23
Tune into
Baylor
LTVN every
Roundup
Friday,
Yearbook today
your go-to
and
source
share
for
your
everything
memories with
happening
friends
on
and family
campus
for
and around
generations to
Waco.
come.
From breaking
But
stories
wait,
to exclusive
did you already
interviews,
graduate?
we cover campus
Don't worry,
events,
we've
student
got you
life,
covered.
sports updates,
We
and
have
more.
yearbooks dating
By the
all the way
students,
back
for
to
the students.
1896.
Catch our latest broadcast
So
every
visit our
Friday
website
afternoon
today
on
at
YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Stay
www.baylor.edu/roundup
informed
and
and
order
stay
your
connected
copy.
with Lariat TV.
That's www.
The Houston Cougars take a 6-4 lead in the last half inning with a 5-run top of the 8th, and they'll make another call to the bullpen. It's the Canadian from Montreal, Antoine Jean, and Aidan will give you the debrief.
Anton John, left-handed pitcher, graduate, standing at 6'2", 3-0 this year.
As his first pitch to Tyree Kemp is in for a strike.
Gene pitched to a Big 12 best 2.21 ERA last month with 34 strikeouts across 20 and a third innings over 6 appearances.
That one's in for a strike. Tyreek Kemp did check a swing, but it won't matter.
And Jeffrey, this is a guy known for his strikeouts, ranks 8th nationally in strikeouts per 9 innings with 1465.
As that 0-2 pitch is fouled off hard onto the netting, 97 miles an hour off the bat.
Ranks 28th nationally with 51 strikeouts.
The 0-2 pitch, that one's outside. Check swing, and they'll peel over to third base, but no swing. Count goes to 1-2. Tyreek Kemp, 1 for 3 on the day. Had a single his first time up in the second inning, but flew out in the third and struck out in the 6th. That one's outside. Count's tied up to 2 with no outs and nobody on. We were talking about earlier to Tyreek Kemp, they have 3 infielders to the right of second base, and only one kind of right in the middle of second and third. 1-2 pitch. This one is hit high and foul behind home plate. Along with the pitching change for the Cougars, they'll have a change at catcher. Cole Carboni, who comes in for Riley Jackson. And the 2-2 pitch. In at the knees, freezes up Tyreek Kemp, and he does not like the call. Threw up his arms in protest, but he'll walk back to the dugout.
First strikeout of the day for Jean. Like you said, Tyreek Kemp didn't agree with it.
And now up to bat for the Bears with 1 out, nobody on, is the redshirt sophomore, second baseman Travis Sanders, out of Copperas Cove, Texas. Rain continuing to pick up a little bit, still not super hard. That one's a breaking ball that dips in just at the knees. Travis Sanders, 0-1. Anton Jean last time up went 4 1/3 against TCU. That one's low, and they say Travis Sanders went around. The home plate umpire made the call. That ball skipped in, nearly hit his foot, but Travis Sanders obviously disappointed and with that call, wanted to appeal over to first base. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled off to the backstop.
Good job staying alive.
The Bears not big fans of the home plate umpire this inning. But Antoine Jean, last time out in his 4 1/3 against TCU, gave up only 2 hits and no runs at 4 strikeouts. That one's upstairs for ball 1. Travis Sanders struck out the last 2 times up. Reached on a throwing error in the second inning. Jean kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Got him on the low and inside breaking ball. And it's the second straight strikeout for the Canadian.
What a pitch by John. And yeah, we talked about it. His efficiency and ability to strike out these batters, and that's on full display to start this inning.
And it's just very apparent that all the momentum, all the mojo the Bears had throughout this game has just completely disappeared, giving up those 5 runs and now have gone down swinging twice this inning. Well, that one's breaking ball in at the knees. Jean has thrown a first pitch strike all 3 batters he's faced. This one is just low. Carboni tried to frame that. That was a pretty good job, but can't Cool that home plate umpire on that pitch. Count's tied up at 1 with 2 outs and nobody on for Ty Johnson. Pitch from Jean. Routine ground ball to the second baseman, Aaron Lugo, and he'll make the easy throw. Over to first, 1-2-3 inning for the Antoine Jean and the Cougars, as they'll come up to bat with a 6-4 lead as we head to the top of the ninth.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em. Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
And we are back with Baylor baseball here at the Baylor Ballpark as the Bears are taking on the visiting Houston Cougars. And the top of the ninth, Bears trail 6-4 after a 5-run top of the eighth from the Cougars. And 1-2-3 inning for the Bears. And there's a new pitcher for the home team, Andrew Petrosky, coming in with a 1.93 ERA. And a 139 whip. As first pitch from Petrosky's inside for ball 1 to Xavier Perez. Petrosky 9 1/3 innings of work, giving up 9 hits, 4 runs. 2 of those were earned. Has 7 Ks to 4 walks. And the 1-0 pitch from Petrosky. This one is chopped just foul down the left field line. Perez started off that 5-run inning in the 8th with the leadoff single. Would go all the way around and score the first run of that inning. It's 1 for 3 on the night, with also a walk in the 5th. So that one's low and outside for ball 2. Petrosky last season, not a whole lot of action. He did make 21 appearances, 1 game started, but had a 7.15 ERA, 22 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts to 15 walks, as that one swung on and missed by the first baseman.
Also had 10 scoreless outings last season as well. Bears looking for a quick 3 outs here for Petrowski.
Yeah, like you said, 10 scoreless innings last year. It's pretty hot and cold. So that one's outside. Count runs full to Perez. His batting average is now 385 with 7 home runs and 31 RBIs. Payoff pitch, swung on, ripped into center field, and it will land right in front of Ty Johnson. And another leadoff single for Xavier Perez.
Well, he got the breaking ball in. What is that? The second straight inning with the leadoff single.
Yeah, both from Xavier Perez. The one who started off that 5-run inning. And now Trey Broussard looks to follow up the leadoff single. As Broussard shows bunt, and that will be foul right to the Baylor dugout. Broussard got the first out of the 8th inning. He's 0 for 4 on the night.
And Broussard, a really good base runner, but just unable to get on base, like you said.
Trotsky with the 0-1 pitch. Showing bunt again. That one's fouled. This one a little higher off the net. Now Trey Broussard with 2 strikes. Probably won't bunt again. Just don't want to risk striking out on a foul bunt. Trotsky kicks and deals. This one is hit high, and it'll go foul over the bleachers in that left field foul territory. Trotsky, 2 decisions on the season. He's 1-1. And he's thinking that he hopefully will get a win, as that one will get past Kennett. And Xavier Perez will make his way to second. That went right through the legs of Kennett.
You said it perfectly, right through the legs of Kenneth, and unfortunately for Baylor, the miscues continue.
Yeah. It was really Houston who started off the game with a bunch of defensive miscues, but over the last couple of innings, Baylor's not put their best foot forward. And the 1-2 pitch. That one's upstairs for ball 2. And they'll rule it a wild pitch for Petrowski. That's the ball that got past Kennett, skipped into him. And the pitch, this one is hit high in the left field. Back goes Jordan, and he will make the catch and run into the wall. Here comes the runner. He's tagging, and he will score. Tagging from second, Xavier Perez was given the go-ahead sign as he was rounding third. And the Cougars extend their lead, 7-4.
Well, first off, that was some speed from Perez, rounding third all the way from second where he tagged.
Yeah, it was a really hard play by Wesley Jordan, having to run back into his left, collided with the wall a little bit, and one of the trainers will come out to check up on him. Looked like Wesley Jordan tried to wave him off a little bit, but he'll talk to him for a sec. Looks like he's just a bit shaken up.
And more importantly now, the deficit for Baylor is 3.
Yeah, so this will be big to overcome. They only got 3 outs left in this ball game. And with no momentum, they're going to really have to turn it around quickly.
And you got to give credit to Houston, where at one point in this game it looked like they were unable to get anything going, but they're picking up where they left off last inning.
Yeah. Lugo shows bunt. Trotsky slips, but his throw is just in time for the second out of the inning. I think with some of these defensive miscues for Baylor, I think the rain, just the ball being wet, definitely has something to do with it. You saw it right. You saw right there in that last play. Petrosky, he was slow getting to the ball, and then as he was trying to throw it, slips a little bit, but able to get the throw in time for the second out. And his first pitch to the pinch hitter, Brandon Bishop, will be a ball. Bishop pinch hitting for Kenneth Jimenez. That one's in for a strike. Bishop 1 for 17 on the season with 2 RBIs. With an .059 batting average. And the pitch. That one's low. Count goes to 2-1 with 2 outs, nobody on. This one ground ball snagged by Petrosky, and his light toss will get him for the final out. Cougars strike for 1 more run and take a 3-run lead. Bears down to their final 3 outs as we head to the bottom of the 9th.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
And we are back with the bottom of the 9th here at Baylor Ballpark. The Bears down on their final 3 outs. One more chance to hopefully either extend this game or find some 9th inning magic like they did Tuesday with the walk-off against Houston Christian.
And it'll be Kenneth, Apodaca, and Jordan due up for Baylor.
Yeah, Apodaca and Jordan, those are definitely 2 of the guys you really want to see. Really hope that J.J. Kennett can get on base to start off this inning so that you can also see Hunter Simmons. And Kennett swings at the first pitch, skies this one in the foul territory, and it'll just go into the seats. First baseman Xavier Perez was giving chase, but ran out of room. Antoine Jean back out on the bump for the Cougars, hoping to close this game out. The 0-1 pitch to Kennett. Swung on this one's foul back. Kennett getting contact on both pitches he's seen, but unable to put it in play. Kennett singled back in the 7th inning. As he's 1 for 3 on the night. 2 flyouts in his first 2 times up. That one's in. Backs him off the plate a little bit. And so Apodaca patiently waits in the on-deck circle. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Slow chopper, and he'll just go foul down the first base line. 4 pitches this inning to J.J. Kennett. 3 foul balls. Getting his timing down, he just needs to square one up. As Jean kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Got him on the breaking ball on the outside edge. And that'll be the first out of the bottom of the ninth. Jean's 3rd strikeout on the night. And now the right fielder, Enzo Apodaca, comes up to bat, hoping to light a spark in this Baylor offense as they're down to their final 2 outs. As that first pitch will just low and inside for ball 1. Apodaca reached on a fielder's choice last time up. As that pitch will be a fastball in at the knees. That one had some really good arm side movement. Really well placed. Throws up Apodaca and the count's 1-1. And the pitch. Swung on. This one's fouled back. Bears getting some contact, but just unable to square it up. Get the ball in play. The middle infielders back, both with their feet on the outfield grass. To the lefty. And the 1-2 pitch. That one's low and outside. Check swing appeal to the third base umpire, but he said he didn't win. Didn't go. Kind of from our viewpoint, it didn't really look particularly close, I thought.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Held up pretty well. Counts 2-2. And the pitch from Jean. Swung on and missed. Got him on the breaking ball. Low and outside. And the Bears down to their final out. And it's the big power hitter, Wesley Jordan.
What a pitch, though, from Jean on that breaking ball. Got Enzo Apodaca chasing it.
And that's the 4th strikeout for Jean in the 5 batters he's faced. Not what the Bears wanted to see. First pitch to Jordan. Swung on, chopper. Foul just past third base. Wesley Jordan reached on a drop third strike. His last time to the plate back in the 7th inning. He's also reached on an error and a single. This one's fouled back to the netting. And the count's 0-2. Bears down to their final strike. Still down 7-4. The 0-2 pitch from Jean. This one's popped up and foul over the press box and into the parking lot. Wesley Jordan trying to stay alive, keep this game going.
And a lot of these Baylor batters have been able to make contact, just unable to straighten it out.
Infield shifted slightly to the left. And the pitch from Sean. Swung on and missed. Got him out, and the Cougars come from behind. They are down 4-1 in a 5-run 8th and a 1-run 9th. Gives them the 7-4 victory in Game 1 of this 3-game weekend series. And this game, it was just kind of a tale of kind of two halves, right? That first half, just it seemed like it was all Baylor. You know, everything was going great. Houston had some miscues here and there, but late in the game, Bears just couldn't get it done.
Right, yeah. At one point, the Bears led 4-0, and it was really that top of the 8th inning where they had the error, the hit by pitch, and a couple miscues that really allowed the Cougars to take advantage, put up 5 runs in the 8th frame, add another one in the top of the 9th, and they come away with the win tonight.
Yeah, just a really frustrating loss for the Bears. And they'll be back out tomorrow. Hopefully, or hoping to avenge it. Tomorrow will be 80s Day at the ballpark. Tonight was 90s. We heard some 90s songs, 90s classics, and got to enjoy some of that. And I think we had a good crowd today. Great support for the Bears. Just couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to swallow, but not much time to think about it. You're coming back tomorrow, 2 o'clock, if the weather permits. But it's going to be a quick turnaround for the Bears. Got to clean up some of those mistakes and try to salvage this series.
Yeah, and it's been a rough go of it in conference. That now drops them down to 4-6 in conference. And yeah, like you said, you gotta have a short-term memory, right? You gotta kind of leave this in the past and kind of look to the future, and just hope to salvage something in the series. Still have a chance to win if they win tomorrow and Sunday. But Bears looking to just stay consistent all the way through the game. Unfortunately, collapsed in the 8th inning. But that'll do it from us here at Baylor Ballpark. On behalf of myself, my partner Aidan, Pham, and all of us here at the Baylor Lariat Radio,